Okay. Good evening, everyone. Coming to the roles for the next week, we have two speech slots booked. One by Toastmaster Ritik and one by Toastmaster Nakul. Both are again icebreaker speeches, and we have the Master of Ceremonies booked by Balaji AS. The table topic, master and general evaluator roles, along with the individual evaluator roles, are open. Also, the Tab G roles. So, if you want to take up any of the roles, please do contact me later. That's all for the roles. Thank you, and back to President Toastmaster Sudha.
Thank you, Sai. That's all what we had, the update from the business session. Over to Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Sanjana.
Every time you find humor in a difficult situation, you win. Good evening to fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. While growing up, I used to find Amar Chitrakatha books of Akbar and Birbal or Tenali Raman to be very interesting because it used to have a tinge of humor in the regular lives of those people. Over the years, I have seen a gradual change from situational comedy where we used to laugh at someone if they used to fall on the ground in a rather funny manner by slipping on a banana peel, to the now famous stand-up comedy where a person in a 10-minute or a 20 minutes gig makes us laugh our hearts out, usually held in an auditorium or in restaurants where we used to eagerly wait for those weekends just to go to a gig. Having said that, let us not lose hope and let us hope for our life in normalcy, and so that we would be able to go to a live gig in the future. Nevertheless, there are OTT platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, or YouTube for that matter, for us to watch funny videos and for a moment not think about all the chaos around us. With that, let me introduce you to another member of Toastmasters, a computer science engineering student from City Engineering College, a passionate photographer who aspires to be a wildlife photographer. He who never says no to food or taking trips. A Triple Crown awardee, the former secretary, VPPR, VPM, VPE, and the current president of Mekong Communication Club, along with the area director of District C3. Over to you, Toastmaster Udanka.
Thank you, Sanjana, for that lovely introduction. I see no guests today in the meeting, so I skip the guest introductions. Can we have the minutes of the minutes read out by Secretary Toastmaster Shashikant?
Hi, good evening everyone. Minutes of meeting 1106 held on 18/4/2021. Theme was motivation plus inspiration is equal to transformation. Word of the day, ebullient. Business session started at 6:22 p.m. and was chaired by our acting president, Toastmaster Sai Snehal. The regular meeting started at 6:30 p.m. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Rishabh started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and handed over the charge to acting president Toastmaster Sai Snehal. Toastmaster Sai Snehal opened the meeting, welcomed the guests, spoke on the theme, and introduced the master of ceremony for the day, that is Toastmaster Vijay Upendra. Master of ceremony Toastmaster Vijay Upendra spoke on the theme and introduced the role taker. Timer Toastmaster Sharanya, Accountant Toastmaster Rashmi, Grammarian Toastmaster Nakul, and PP Evaluator Toastmaster Sai Snehal. The prepared speech session has the following speeches. The speaker 1 was Varaprasad, level 2 project 2. The title was What is my label? Evaluator DTM AK Prabhakara. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Udanka, DTM final project speech. Title was Area Event Tour. Evaluator was DTM MU. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Prashant, and general evaluation session was conducted by Toastmaster Shashikant. The winners of the week were Best Speaker Toastmaster Udanka, Best Evaluator Toastmaster Yemupad, and Best Table Topic Speaker Toastmaster Balaji. Yes, the acting president Toastmaster Sai Nair concluded the meeting at 8:27 p.m. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashi. Is there any amendments or changes to the minutes of meeting? If not, we consider that, and I open meeting number 1107. The word humor by itself means the power to appreciate and enjoy and have fun around you. A comical way, as once said by a man, then knowing the sense of humor in him, or of a funny book that is very humorous to us, reading it out. A good humor is a characteristic that means of our own temper and cheerfulness, a kind and genuine disposition. A good humor is what we expect from all the person around us. Don't you think a person with humor is really helpful for us? A person having a humor around us will always try to keep us happy, or uh, always keeps us keep make his give his level best and try to have a smile on his face and as well as our face. A humorous friend in one French group is really helpful for everyone in that group. They try to give their best in making others smile. A good humor is also a valuable defense for all our worries and battles of life. Don't you think so? For example, I have been seeing this COVID situation from not only me, all of you guys have been witnessed this COVID situation for a longer time by now. So just imagine someone of have you I have come across this. I'll explain or I'll narrate you the situation, but think of yourself and try to see if you have come across this situation and if you had the same way out of it. I think it was a couple of days back where I had attended my cousin's wedding, and the next day I saw a little bit stomach ache and a little throat pain in my throat. So I just started worrying. All the nervousness came into my mind. Is it a COVID? Because any symptom about it will start making us worry, isn't it? So all even my parents started doing drama, and everyone were actually frightened, including me. But one of my doctors told me, just I immediately consulted the doctor, and he told me before he after as soon as I say all my symptoms, he arranged for a blood test from my resident itself. And while I was still worried, he made me listen so many humorous jokes, or he made me read all the comics which within the test result came. I was completely forgot that I had given my COVID test, and luckily I was tested negative. And that small throat pain was just because I had 10 to 12 scoops of ice cream the last day with my cousins. That's why I had that small throat pain. So this little instance, when you guys are worried or frightened or something, you are having a high tension, just sit back, try to listen to some jokes or try reading some humorous comics which is available near you or on any social media platform or any OTT or any website which you prefer. You just go read some kind of humor. It will definitely give a relaxation to your mind. Yes, there are very other ways of relaxing your mind, but trust me, humor is one of the best ways that we can easily have the relaxation of mind at very short interval of time, isn't it? Uh, i i have another experience to share where I was very much tensed about the event which was going on. I was the tech moderator and I had lots of work to do. But as soon as the tall tale contest starts and there were a number of humorous speeches by our members, trust me, all the tension, all the problems what I had was completely flushed out of my mind, and I was so happy that I almost forgot to click pictures of the contestants. But luckily, I did not forget. I clicked it later on. So this is the type how humorous heals us in the situation when we are a little bit frightened, anxiety, or whatever we are going through. So my suggestion to all the members here is, yes, we are dealing with a very bad situation, but don't get tense and have a huge smile on your face, make others smile, keep everyone active in your around you with a smile on your face and giving them smile. To talk about this theme more, we have a person who is well known for his humorous speech and which he had in his level one. the past secretary of our club, and the current VP of Public Relations. Please put your hands in welcoming Toastmaster Prakash, the Master of Ceremony. Over to you, Toastmaster Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Udanka, for such a lovely introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Charlie Chaplin has rightly said that a day without a laughter is a day wasted. As Udanka mentioned in his speech, even in our daily life, all of us are occupied in one or other way. Especially after seeing surge in the second wave COVID cases, we are all in a panic mode, like similar to mobile vibration mode. Even in public places, we dare not attempt to cough. We don't know when we or our loved ones will get infected. To overcome this, we have forgotten to inoculate ourselves with a very powerful vaccination, that is humor. Many of you are not aware. A sense of humor makes a man handsome. Even girls are impressed with a person who makes them laugh. I hope our young handsome Toastmaster, Sai Snehal, Udank and Gaurav understands my point. Recently, I read a message in WhatsApp. A smart employee will write a letter to HR manager informing that he is infected by COVID and will threaten him, informing that he should be given 14 days paid leave. If not, he will come to the office. Even his HR manager was double smart. He wrote back, informing him, saying that he should report to thanking him and he should report to office immediately, and the rest of the employees who are in the office will work from home till further instructions. In 1924, Ramphas Ismaili considered that humor is the weapon of unarmed people, and it helps people who are oppressed to smile at a situation that pains them. So he founded Toastmaster International. This is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. Presently, organization membership exceeds 3,64,000 in more than 16,200 clubs in 145 countries. Since inception, the organization has helped people from diverse backgrounds become more confident as speakers, communicators, and leaders. Let me share a few interesting facts. Of the member in Toastmaster International is 46.2 years. Majority of the members, that is 55.6%, are from America, and only 27.2% of the members are from Asia. Among the members, 46% are males and 54% are females. This strongly indicates that upper hand, and they focus more on sharpening their skills. 48.1% of members have achieved distinguished Toastmaster title. And very, very important is 90% of past members felt Toastmaster helped them to reach their personal goals. This fact inspires all of us and binds to be in our club forever. A typical Toastmaster meeting comprises of 3 sessions. First is the prepared speech session, where the speakers are given time to prepare for a speech on a subject of their choice, following the guidelines of the manual. Second is the table topic session, where the speakers are chosen at a random and given a topic to which they have to respond immediately. Third is the evaluation session, where the speeches and proceedings of the meeting will be evaluated. So to take it forward, we have 4 role takers for the evening. Our counter, Toastmaster Ujjwal.
Happy evening to all the fellow Toastmasters. The purpose of our counter is to note any overused words or filler sounds used as crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but so, and you know. Sounds may be etc. I'll give my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you, and back to you, MC.
Timer, Toastmaster Arundhati.
Good evening, the Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters. Time management is an integral and indispensable part of any successful man's life. In this direction, to make our members more aware of time, as a timer, I'm noting down the time taken by each program as well as each speech, and I'll be giving the report when I'm called upon. For prepared speeches, I'll be showing green card at the end of 5 minutes, yellow card at the end of 6 minutes, and red card at the end of 7 minutes. For table topics, I'll be showing green card at the end of 1 minute, yellow card at the end of 1.5 minutes, and red card at the end of 2 minutes. And for evaluation, all these 3 cards will be shown respectively at the end of 2, 2.5, and 3 minutes. Thank you, and back to you.
Grammarian, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Good evening to all the Toastmasters present today. So a good grammar and a good vocabulary is like a cherry on a cake. So grammar plays a very important role and it gives more value to your speeches. So as a grammarian for today, I'll be noting down all the good usages and not so good usages delivered by the speakers. And I request the speakers to use the word for the week, that is nexus, and the meaning is the means of connection between the things linked in series. And the usage is the master of ceremonies is the nexus to any event being held. So I'll be posting the word and all the meaning and stuff on the chat box. So I request all the speakers to use the same. I'll give my report at the end of the session. Thank you, and back to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. PP Evaluator, Toastmaster Sai Snail.
Good evening, everyone. There are certain rules and guidelines that we all must follow so that there's a nexus in the meeting and nobody gets diverted because of any one point. We have certain rules. They are kindly avoid talking about sex, religion, or politics. Try to keep your video on as much as possible unless there's an issue relating to it. And also, if you want to leave the meeting in between, kindly wait till the transition so that you can just drop in a message and leave, and the speaker or anyone in the taking the virtual stage is not disturbed. That's all. And always keep yourself muted. Keep only unmute when it's required. That's all. I'll give my report during the general evaluation. Thank you, and back to Toastmaster Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Snail. Let us begin with the first session of the evening, the prepared speech session. Our first speaker for the evening is giving her level 1 project 1. I would request the individual evaluator, Toastmaster Indrani, to read out the project guidelines.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prakash. Am I audible?
Yeah, of course, madam, you're audible.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and speaker Toastmaster Rashmi, Josh in particular. The purpose of this project for Toastmaster Rashmi to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. So all the best to Toastmaster Rashmi. I'll my evaluation details in general evaluation session, and over to MC of the day, Toastmaster Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indrani. Presently, the speaker is from North Karnataka. She has completed Masters in Computer Science and presently working as lecturer at VVN PU College. She has 2 lovely, cute daughters. But our speaker is very strict and disciplined. When she was working as a teacher in a school, every day randomly she used to check students' bag. Once when she opened the zip of the student's bag, a small mouse jumped out of the bag. She screamed out aloud and all the students started laughing at her. So please welcome Toastmaster Rashmi Joshi.
Thank you, Prakash sir, for that wonderful introduction. Am I audible?
Of course, Rashmi, you're audible. Go ahead.
Okay, shall I start, sir? Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Public speaking that I always avoided growing up. But over the time, I realized the importance of communication. I watched the people speaking so fluently and sweetly. The way they represent the words and the sentences they form were really impressive. I was always thinking, is there any institution or a club which will help me to build my communication skill? I found Toastmaster. I'm really happy for that. Today I'm going to give my speech, that is icebreaker speech. Let me share something more about myself. My name is Rashmi Joshi. Currently I'm working as a computer science lecturer. My husband is Vinayak Joshi, who is working as a field marketing officer. I have two lovely daughters. The, the elder one is Anvita. She is studying in 4th standard. The younger one is Arna. She is just 3.5 years old. I have a younger brother who is working as senior software engineer. My mother is a homemaker. Unfortunately, we lost our father when I was just 9 years old. It was a really great loss for our family. We had challenges and many hardships to lead our life. Of course, our uncle is a great support and strength for us. Somehow, with our dedication, me and my brother are able to finish our education. I completed my master's, that is in MSc Computer Science. Soon I got married. I moved to Bangalore. I really loved the city. It's a city of gardens. Wherever there is a greenery. Me and my husband every week used to visit any new temple, park, or a food point. So the days went on. We both love traveling. We travel across India and Karnataka. We visited many places like Kerala, Mumbai, Chennai. The kids love beaches. They want to just play with the water. So ours is a simple and happy family. So after a few months of my marriage, I decided to work. I started preparing for my interviews. I gave my first interview in the E&Y company, that is Ernst and Young. There were more than 500 candidates. I cleared my first round, that is written test. So second round was a group discussion round. Looking at the crowd, I didn't attend the group discussion round only. I just returned home. That day, I felt really very bad. I started working more on my communication skills. With my continuous effort and dedication, I finally got appointed in HP company, that is HP Global Services. That day was my happiest moment. I rejoiced that moment. So I sincerely worked for 3 years in the HP company. Soon we became a parents. That is a more cherishable moment in my life. Uh, I gave birth to a beautiful girl baby. After that, my baby became my world. So with increased and roles and responsibility at home, I decided to quit my job, that where I have had to work in a shifts, sometimes in morning, general shift, evening shift. So it was very difficult for me to manage the time and couldn't give the sufficient time to my baby. So I joined school. I was working as a teacher in a school. While working as a teacher in a school, one of the English teacher inspired me a lot. She insisted me to read English novels and books. The first book I picked was uh, The Serpents of Revenge, The Unusual Tales from Mahabharata, which is very mind relaxing and a content gainer. I really like the book. It is a great help for narrating the bedtime stories my kids. It is written by Srimati Sudha Murthy, who is the chairperson of Infosys Foundation and a social worker. She is my favorite personality. I followed her in Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. From that day on, I started reading many books written by her. I finished many books. I read many books written by her, like Mahashweta, The Mother I Never Knew. The English is very simple and attractive. From that day on, I loved the English language and reading. I hope the Toastmaster will help me to build the communication skills and the public speaking skills, from which I can grow in my profession and help my students to teach effectively. Back to you, MC Prakash sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Very nice to hear you that you love Bangalore. All the best for your future projects. Our last speaker for the our last speaker for the evening is also giving a level 1 project. I would request the individual evaluator, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra, to read out the project guidelines.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Am I audible?
Yeah, of course, Vijay, audible.
Thank you. Thank you. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. Thank you, and back to you, MC of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra. Presently, the speaker is a professional and has completed MCOM and pursuing PhD in digital marketing. She is presently working as assistant professor in Christ Academy. She is a fitness freak and like to travel and write poetry. 10 years back, she received a SMS informing that she had got admission for PUC and to check the details in the mail. So she a cyber cafe nearby at Rome to check the mail. She sat before the system and was not aware of the process how to check the mail. So she asked the cyber cafe owner to help her. As he was difficulty, he agreed and asked her to tell the address. So she started telling him her home address. Initially, he got angry and started laughing at her. So later, she realized that he asked her email address and not the home address. So now also, whenever she passes nearby the cafe, he laughs at her. So please welcome Toastmaster Sharanya Murthy with her speech titled Girl Against the Jungle.
Thank you so much, MC Prakash sir. Am I audible? Is there any disturbance?
Please go ahead.
It's all right, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, Sharanya, please.
Okay. All right. As the famous Dolly Parton says, the way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. With that deep note, good evening to all the Toastmasters. I, Toastmaster Sharanya Murthy, take this opportunity to introduce myself to the club members. There was a man named Mr. Barsha, who was my English teacher when I was in first PUC, who I admired and respected extremely. It was that time when the lesson titled Girl Against the Jungle was taught, I fell in love with him. The way he explained the struggles, adventures she went through to being the survivor of the plane crash, how he related all those incidents in real life. I still remember all those minute details until today. The way he connected with us, the way he respected every single student, his teaching style, his interpersonal skills, all of that made me picture myself as a teacher one day and be like him. And today, I am an assistant professor working at Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies past 7 years, and I'm constantly trying to become like my favorite Sir Varsha sir. I love my profession for all the obvious reasons, as it is great to be amongst youngsters. Teaching and learning from them challenges me and pushes me to go far beyond my limits. And of course, being with youngsters, being with students, always keeps my mind and body young all the time. And apart from teaching, I'm an aspiring trainer. I want to become a trainer in future because I want to teach students things that are not in the curriculum, that are impactful to their lives, helps them to become a better person, helps them to become better at career and life as a whole. So that's my future plan. I want to become a trainer, which is one of my greatest reason for joining this Toastmasters Club, especially because of my insecurities. I do not really have a great foundation in English because I was educated in Kannada medium until my higher secondary school, which of course resulted in great insecurities, lack of confidence, fear, and more. And that's the reason I am here today, to overcome my weaknesses and master the public speaking, my greatest fear, which I face everyday basis. Apparently, it's ironic. So only if I face and overcome my fears will I be able to help my students to do the same. And that's my motto. Apart from teaching and training, I also write poetry, as sir introduced, and also blogs on bloggers.com, because writing has always been my passion. In fact, I'm working on publishing a book. Once I complete 100 poems, I'm planning on publishing it soon. And I'm also into fitness activities. I love to travel. I love to read books. Currently, I'm reading an important book, a very inspiring book titled The Powers of Subconscious Mind. And I also volunteer at various NGOs like CRY, Samarthanam, Sahas, etc., to work with various community projects. And one of the important projects that gave me life experiences was the one working with the transgenders. So what we did, me along with my students, went to this place called as Attipura in Tumkur. There was this group of 12 transgenders. When we interacted with them and did a little research, we realized that they are indulging in prostitution and begging for their food, for their livelihood. So we reached out to them and we asked them what are they really good at. They said they're good at this, they were good at artistic work, stitching, and so on. So the group of students, taught them the art of stitching quilts, cloth bags, blankets, and so on, and we even helped them to find a marketplace for them. And today they have quit prostitution, begging, and they're living a respectable and happy lives, earning their own livelihood. And this project taught me to be grateful for all the blessings that I have in my life. And speaking of blessings, my dad is a retired building contractor. My mom is a homemaker. And I have a sister who works as a fashion designer at Max Fashion, and my brother is working in First Source. And I have an amazing group of friends who are always by my side. And I'm so happy that I made the decision to join the club finally. I'm looking forward to learning great things from the most experienced Toastmasters. And I'm really glad I'm able to be part of this club. Thank you for the opportunity. Have a great evening, everybody. Back to you, Prakash sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saranya. Really, I would like to appreciate your passion for training, and you inspire us. Wish you all the best. With that, we come to the end of our first session. Without wasting much time, let us jump into the most exciting session of the evening, the table topic session. Our table topic master for the day is present as secretary of our club. He has completed electrical engineering and working in RBGSI as design engineer. His hobbies include cooking, traveling, and trekking. Please welcome the table topic master of the day, Toastmaster Shashikant.
Am I audible, sir? Am I audible?
Yeah, of course. Shashikant, you are audible, please.
Thank you for a wonderful introduction. And good evening once again to all. For the benefits of guests are not present, so for the benefits of all the Toastmasters who don't know what is table topic, for new members of course, table topic is a session where the Toastmaster in the Toastmasters meeting, where we are given the opportunity to practice our impromptu speaking skills. And table topic, so as a table topic master, I will be giving the table topic, and you have to speak around 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, and use the word of the day as much as possible. That is nexus. Come on, we'll start with the session. The first topic is, if animals could talk, which would be the rudest and why? I request Toastmaster DTM MU Bhatt sir to respond on this.
Can you just repeat the question, sir?
If animals could talk, which would be the rudest? Which would be the rudest animal?
Rudest animal. I'm a bit
why?
hard of it. Just could you please repeat again?
Yeah,
if animals could
talk, which would be the rudest while talking and why?
Which should be the rudest? Which is rough in talking.
Yes, correct, sir.
Okay, Mr. Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters. So the question asked is, if
animals could talk,
which is the rudest?
Yes, sir.
Which could be the rudest? You know, that's a matter of opinion. So let me tell you about the animals, how animals view human beings. That matters. You know, which is the rudest of all the animals? When you visit zoo, for example, someone may find that a tiger is the most rudest animal. If you find some rabbit, will say that it may be the small voice, it may be very smooth talking and all that. But how does the animals view? You know, that also matters. You know, I believe that if animals could talk, the rudest animal, what could be in the perception of animals, should be probably human beings only. Because I feel that you just attend a zoo or how the animals behave. You know, ultimately, we always look at animals as though they are, they are not capable of doing anything. They are, we have to do everything and all that, and we did all that. We heavy hand, we take off. But how the animals view us? Probably, if animals had a parliament sort of thing and say, and they will come to the conclusion that because the rudest animal, because after all, human being also is an animal. So rudest animal is definitely a human being, in my opinion. And the animals also would definitely will be voting, without any doubt, that human beings are the rudest of all the animals in the animal kingdom. Because they have seen all the animals, whether it's a tiger or an elephant or lion or whichever animals are there, they are living in harmony within the nature's rule. It's the human being who is the most rudest of them all, who does harm for no fault, just for its enjoyment. So all the animals, I feel human beings are the rudest of all the animals. Back to you, Mr. Topic Master.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful response. The next topic is, if you want to cultivate a bad habit, what it would be and why? I repeat, if you want to cultivate a bad habit, what it would be and why? I request Toastmaster Sanjana to respond on this.
So if I want to cultivate a bad habit, it definitely has to be not making my bed as soon as I wake up, because I am very lazy to make my bed up, and constantly I get yelled by my father to make my bed as soon as I wake up. So before I enter to the living room or come out of my room, the bed has to be made. That is a rule that he has made. And I don't know why, but I find the whole activity of folding my blanket and, making the crease proper to be very, very mundane. So that might be a bad habit which I would like to develop. And I really expect my father to oversee that bad habit of mine. So other than that, maybe yeah, that would be the only bad habit I would like to cultivate if I have to think of it. So over to you, Toastmaster Shashi.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjana. Actually, that is a good habit that will make more bonding between you and your father by scolding in the morning. And moving on, the next topic is what not to say on first date. I repeat, what not to say on first date. Toastmaster Sai Snehal.
Could you repeat the topic?
What not to say on your first date?
First days.
First date.
First date. Remember, Sai, your first date.
Date. Oh, date.
Date. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Fellow Toastmasters and tabletoping master. Honestly, I've never been on a date, so I wouldn't know what to say, what not to say on a first date. I see Vijay Upendra sir not believing me, but that's the truth. But I have seen a lot of informational videos where how to maintain the rapport between two people, or when you're meeting someone for the first time, because they say first impression the best impression. At least it holds true here, because that itself adds to the second date if you really want to continue that relationship. So there are certain things like you shouldn't talk about your previous relationships, or you shouldn't talk about things which are very deep down, which are very personal to you. You should not open up way too much. You should keep it all with first time. In the first time, you're not supposed to tell everything about yourself, just like an icebreaker speech where you don't tell everything about yourself, but you just give a glimpse of everything. As the speeches go on, you just take up a topic and dwell upon it more. That's how you do it. So the same applies to a first date as well. You can just take examples from Toastmasters and apply it everywhere. It applies the same. You just got to see which applies where. So these are the few things I will follow if I ever go on a first date sometime soon. That's all. Thank you, and back to Table Topic Master.
Thank you for your response. I think if it is a first date, we would not have the previous relationship. Right now, for your information.
First date of a new relationship.
Do you really think an apple a day keep a doctor away? I repeat, do you really think an apple a day keep a doctor away? I request Toastmaster Arundhati to respond on this.
Good evening, Table Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters. As it is going on now, 2 jabs can keep the doctor away. Apple will never shy away the doctors, especially in this scenario. Somehow I don't like Apple. Actually, in preventive and social medicine, while I was studying, we had one professor called Professor Rajanna. He used to tell us a story of a rich man and a poor man and their family and their problems. The rich man used to prepare apple juice and give to the babies, give to his children every day. And the poor man used to give tomato juice, it seems. And the children of that poor man who grew up with tomato every day, which contains antioxidants and vitamin C, were hale and healthy. And the rich man's children who lived on apple juice had all the diseases. So this impression is in my mind, and that's the reason I don't like apple, especially the peel of the apple, which is smeared with the pesticides, can never keep a doctor away. It actually invites the doctors, I feel. And in this scenario, 2 jabs with a gap of 6 weeks definitely will be helpful in keeping the hospitals, ICUs, ventilators, and doctors away. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful response. And we will keep in mind about 2 jobs. And moving on next, why does empty vessel make more noise? I repeat, why does empty vessel make more noise? DTM AK Prabhakara.
Mr. Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Why does empty vessels make more noise? See, all vessels make noise, first of all. The question is empty, how much it's empty. Depending on how much it is empty, and if it is used properly in proper sequence, it becomes Jalatarang, an instrument. And if somebody knows it how to use better, the empty vessels, the bigger variety, the pot one, it becomes a ghatam. The question is, vessels don't make noise. The users make the noise. So you have to remember that is the user that is behind the noise. And the noise, depending on what is required, can be converted into music. It depends. And if you see the empty vessels, if you take it in metaphorical terms, that is human beings who are not knowledgeable make noise, that is perhaps necessary for them, that they open their mouth and automatically you'll come to know it is that they are empty. So the measured tone of the vessel or the words that you speak gives out how full you are or empty you are. That is the one that gives you the idea. And that is the thing that I always consider. And they need to talk more like me I'm doing to impress others on the same topic, even if you have not much to say. So it's something like saying that I can keep on talking on this subject, but that's not the issue. That is to say that I'm empty. The idea is to make a music of it, and the way forward is to speak less and ensure that you make sense when you speak. Over to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, sir. So in our school, when I was in school, there was one teacher called, her name was Rani. If she take a class, that class makes a more noise. So I came to know now the reason behind that. And the next topic is, how would you spend $1 million? I repeat, how would you spend $1 million? DTM Amitabh.
How would you spend $1 million? Yeah, that would be a wonderful thing. So I'm already dreaming that I've got a lottery of $1 million. Okay, so I think all of us have a long to-do list or a wish list or a bucket list. Okay, so a good place to get started is to open the bucket list, which has been in the freezer because of COVID situation. So a lot of things on that bucket list. I like to travel around the world. And of course, I have to wait until the pandemic subsides. But all the things I could not do because I could not afford to, I think certainly at least a few of them I would bump up my to-do list. I'm a huge fan of books. I read a lot. So I always dream of having a wonderful library in my midst. So I'd certainly invest a lot of that money in building a nice library that I can spend the rest of my life reading. And I think the other thing is that during this COVID situation, although we are living in a very difficult world, but when we see the news, I think we all feel that we are quite blessed and we are quite fortunate. Not so many people are so fortunate. So I think it's important also to share some of your wealth with those people who are not so fortunate. So I think certainly each of us who are well provided for, well blessed for, I think have a moral responsibility to share some of that goodness with others. So that would certainly be one of the places to spend money. So also, and of course, not to forget friends. Okay, so I think a good part of our life we spend with friends and family. So whatever we can do to keep that relation going, either by meeting up friends in faraway places, which we could not have otherwise done, or to take family on vacations that we have always been postponing. I think that would be another nice way to spend the money. So all in all, I think even if it is just for 1 minute or 2 minutes, it's always nice to dream up that you're richer by $1 million. So thanks for depositing $1 million into my account for 2 minutes. And I hope I have withdrawn time back to you. Thank you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful response. And moving on, what sound do you love and why? I repeat, what sound do you love and why? Toastmaster Gaurav.
What sound do I love, is it? And why? Okay. Good evening to all Toastmasters and welcome guest. So there are different kinds of sound that gives pleasant to humans' ears. For example, when you wake up in the morning at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and the birds are chirping and you're having a wonderful day. And everyone says that if you are having a wonderful day in the morning, then your entire day will be a beautiful one. So that is one of the sound that makes me, freshen up and have a great day. And as I'm filled with 2 dogs in my house, so once they start barking, that is also a kind of alarm for me. And I know it all of a sudden wakes my sleep, but I'm used to it. So once my dog barks and wakes me up, I find it refreshing, and I find it a generous way to welcome someone from their sleep and start saying them, get up man, it's already 5:30 and let's start working on your day today. So those are 2 sounds, and I even like this rain sound when it starts raining and you're just in a silent room and listening to the rain all around, and all this beach sound and all these hill stations where all the birds are chirping and you're in a forest. You're the only one in the forest, and all these waterfalls and all this wonderful sound that makes a mind calm. And sometimes I listen to these sounds in YouTube and before sleeping, so that I have a wonderful sleep. So thank you, and back to the table, Master.
Thank you, Gaurav, for the wonderful response. And moving on, the next topic is, what is your favorite viral video? I repeat, what is your favorite viral video? I request Toastmaster Ujjwal to respond on this.
Ujjwal. Ujjwal?
Yes.
The topic is for you.
Oh, sorry.
What is your
My
favorite
internet connection
viral-
was unstable. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, Shrikant. Yeah.
What is your favorite viral video?
What is my favorite viral video? All right. Yeah.
Yes.
A very happy evening to all the fellow Toastmasters. So my topic for today is my favorite viral video. All right. To start up with, I am a biggest fan of Punit Rajkumar. So recently, Punit Rajkumar's Yuvaratna movie released in the theaters as well as in Prime Video as well. So first of all, I'm a very much diehard fan of Punit. In that I'm a dancer, as well as in Sandalwood, no one can beat Punit sir in dancing. So by listening, by seeing the all the songs in that movie, I'm very much, I mean, that is my favorite as of now. And yeah, as the time goes, another movie will come of him. Now the shooting has been, it is, it is uh, just now it has been resumed due to a lockdown. The movies will come in the near future is James. So yeah, I'm very much looking after it. So yeah, my favorite viral video is Puneet Rajkumar's songs. Thank you, and back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Ujjwal, for your wonderful response. Yesterday, I also seen the Yuratna movie, so it is really good. And moving on, what are unwritten rules of your workplace? I repeat, what are some unwritten rules of your workplace? I request Toastmaster Ritik Agarwal to respond on this.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
So the unwritten rule of my workplace. Yeah. All right. Currently, I don't have any workplace, so I'm not able to think about it. But if I compare it with my college, I believe we have to come on time after break, but we're usually 15 to 20 minutes late, and that's all what I can think right now. And using phone during class, that's all I can think right now. Thanks, Toastmasters Sasidesh.
Thank you, Ritik. Moving on, the next topic is your last day experience in school. I repeat, your last day experience in school. Toastmaster Shubham. I request Toastmaster Shubham to respond on this.
There is no Toastmaster Shubham here.
Oh, sorry. I request Toastmaster Udanka to respond on.
Could you just repeat the topic, Gaurav? Sorry, Shashikant.
Your last day experience in school.
Okay, my last day experience, that was one of my experience which I can never forget. All the farewells I had, we had all the farewell, we had the lunch and followed by with all my juniors had a farewell for us. That was really good. We did not even feel that we are not going apart from each other till we had a farewell. And after farewell, I believe it was around 6:37 in the evening. I just got a phone call from my dad saying that for some reason I had got a call. I came out of the auditorium and just a minute I turned on entire my around 10 11 members friends of mine all came together and hugged me saying we'll miss you. That moment was a goosebump moment for me, and trust me, that hug was more than for 3 4 minutes, and we all cried that day, including me. That memory is not at all forgettable. Yes, definitely, everyone would have the unforgettable memories in childhood, schoolings, and especially the last day for school. But that a little emotion is, yes, a heartbreaking emotion and a heartwarming emotion too. We have a mixed kind of emotions that day. One joy is that yes, finally we are done with our college, done with our PU, done with our studying for our entire life, and we'll be walking out. But again, some part of the time we'll be saying, yes, we are missing our friends badly. We won't be able to meet them again, like again in the college, have all the funs in the back bench, eating eating food while the teacher is giving lectures, bunking classes, all that sweet memories we had, we won't be able to do it again. That heartbreaking will definitely be there. With that, and thanks for reminding me about my farewell day. And with that note, back to the table topic master, Toastmaster Shashi.
Thank you, Nanda. And I also miss my college and school days the most. And the moment, the very depressing moment is that once we're done with our school and college, we will be the guest forever for them. That is the most saddest moment for us. And that's all from the table topic. Let's give a big round of applause to all the table topic speakers. And back to you, MC of the day, Toastmasters Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srikanth. That was really a sensational session. Your topics really ignited and tickled the funny bones of the speakers. We will now have a breakout for 5 minutes. Now it is 7:20, so we'll be back at 7:25 p.m.
Sir, Doctor, I checked the reason I spoke about this, and I checked with some other club, another senior Toastmaster as a discussion, routine discussion, how to make it attendance better. And in the course of the discussion, I asked him that what kind of interaction that one should have in the break or before or after the meeting, because this kind of chit chatting that we did perhaps lightens the people mood.
True, sir.
And the too wary, what they call, American calls it a too wary, continuously looking at the computer screen can perhaps be lightened, their wariness can be lightened through this process. And not being perfect in the usage of language, the grammatica, that pressure can be taken off and can be made it into some kind of attraction and adda. So it's something to be considered. So people perhaps look forward to that kind of adda, the way I just had to force myself on the rest of the people. Over to Toastmasters to restart.
Yeah, now we have come to the final session of the day, the evaluation session. Our presently treasurer of our club, since being executive committee member, he has completed the traditional manuals like competent and advanced communication, bronze, competent and advanced leadership bronze. Please, all of you, help me in welcoming Toastmaster Sandeep with a huge round of applause.
Toastmaster Prakash, and good evening to everyone. And as a general evaluator, I would say today not much of work for me, because I have seen all the people have done their job in the way they should have done. So we can prolong the chit chat what we had in the break session. I think it will make the general evaluation session more interesting rather than me giving the evaluation, what was good, what was not good. So that will kind of make you more into the mechanical part of this session. Okay, so for the job given, I will do the general evaluator's role. I would request all the role takers to give their reports, and we will go to the evaluation. And before we read the evaluation from the role takers, I would request all of you to vote for the best speaker. I'm sure that who is the best speaker is going to take some time, not 15 seconds at least, for you to decide, because both of them were really good. And the best table topic speaker you can choose. Okay, we'll start. We'll go to the role takers first. Can I have the reports from the role takers first? We have grammarian Gaurav. Can we have your report?
Yeah. So today it was actually very good speeches given by all the speakers. Even in table topic speeches, I didn't see much of not so good usages except one. Should have by seeing the movie could have been by watching the movie. That's a small mistake. It's okay. And the good usages were sense of humor makes a man handsome. It's my favorite, and ironic and oversee, and all the speakers were amazing, and there was no much of not so good usages. And the word of the day, nexus, was used by Sai Snail. If that's I mean, I heard only him using it. If anyone else have used it, please let me know. I had a little bit connection issue, so I might have missed out. So thank you, and back to the general evaluator.
We have, thank you, Gaurav, for your report. We have timer Dr. Arundhati to give her report.
Good evening once again. Business session started at 6:19 p.m. Sergeant at Arms speech was 2 minutes. Minutes of meeting was 1 minute 58 seconds. President spoke for about 6 minutes 15 seconds. Master of ceremony so far has taken 9 minutes 46 seconds. Both speakers were well within time. First speaker, Toastmaster Rashmi, has taken 5 minutes 50 seconds, and second speaker, Toastmaster Sharanya Murthy, spoke for 5 minutes 55 seconds. Table topics, almost all have spoken between 1 and 2 minutes. Outliers are DTM Mubert spoke for 2 minutes 5 seconds, and DTM Amitabha spoke for 2 minutes 30 seconds. Back to you.
Thank you, madam. We'll go to the next role taker. We have accounter Ujjwal.
Happy evening once again. Now coming to my report. Firstly, Toastmaster Sanjana, in her Southern address, there was no inappropriate words or sounds as well. So kudos to you on that. Coming to our MC Toastmaster Prakash, 6 hours. President Udank, 1 hour. Grammarian Toastmaster Gaurav, 2 hours. Timer Arundhati ma'am, 1 hour. Toastmaster Sai Snehal, 1 hour. Coming to the speakers, Toastmaster Rashmi, 1 hour. Evaluator Toastmaster Indrani ma'am, 1 hour. Toastmaster Sharanya, 1 hour. And evaluator Toastmaster Vijay Upendra sir, 1 hour. And coming to our table topic session, Toastmaster Shashikant took 3 hours. And Crutchword and 2 times. DTM Mubert sir, 2 hours. Crutchwords, 3 times and 4 times. Toastmaster Sanjana, 4 hours and 1 Toastmaster Sai Snehal, 1 hour. DTM Amitabha sir, Crutchword, so 3 times. Toastmaster Ujjwal, myself, 4 hours. And yeah, that's it. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ujjwal. Can we have the report of PP evaluator Sai Snehal, Toastmaster Sai Snehal?
Good evening, everyone. Everybody almost followed all the rules. There was, even though we know what the rules are, we still had the fun we needed to, maybe bending the rules as much as we could. So that's how we had a fun and also maintained the rules of Toastmasters and also the meeting. Apart from that, everything else was in place, and I hope this continues in the coming meetings forward so that we can have the same fun. Thank you, and back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Sandeep.
Thank you, Sai. We will move on to the next, the evaluation of speeches. I think we had 2 wonderful speeches today, and we will have evaluation of the first speaker, Toastmaster Rashmi, who gave her icebreaker, and I request the evaluator Toastmaster Indrani to give her evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sandeep. Good evening once again to fellow Toastmaster, particularly Toastmaster Rashmi. The speech of the project Icebreaker was well presented and organized, delivered the speech as expected. You excel at your facial expression, body language, using your hand movement was good. You were engaged the audience throughout the speech. You started the speech telling the purpose of the Toastmaster, joining Toastmaster, what has impressed you for public speaking, the challenges that you had come through, and you introduced yourself, your spouse, lovely daughters, sibling, parents, and the entire family and the journey of your life. Shared your hobbies after marriage, traveling throughout Bangalore and across India, enjoying the days. Shared your first job interview challenges, and you took up that as not a failure, instead as worked as an opportunity for improvement and got a job in the next organization where you shared your job experience, and also what was still challenging you. You have improved on looking for better books and to improve on your language. Again, you concluded the purpose of the joining Toastmaster session. You used a simple language, your articulation of speech related to the title, which is clear and easy understood. You engage the audience. I'm repeating it again to tell what engaged us and made us to stay with you throughout the speech. You were assured on the topic in front of the camera. For me, it was like it was not a first speech of Icebreaker. You were so confident in the flow. So what you want to work on or the opportunity for improvement is what I could narrate a short story or a title kind and welcome the audience. So come up with more speeches for all of us interested with your Icebreaker to improve on your eye contact to engage the audience. And also you can challenge on the articulation that could have add more value to your speech. So overall, the speech content was good, and the intent of the speech, basic structure of the public speech, what you had presented related back to your title. All the best. Wishing you a successful speaker in the future. Over to General Evaluator Toastmaster Sandeep.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indrani. It was a nice evaluation. I think you were as per the rules, the good points and could have been good points of the speaker were elaborated in your evaluation. Thank you for the wonderful evaluation. We'll move on to the next speech was given by Toastmaster Saranya, which is being evaluated by Toastmaster Vijay Upendra. Can I request Toastmaster Vijay to give his evaluation?
Good evening, Toastmasters again. Sharanya in particular. Sharanya, portrayal of yourself is commendable. You are very courageous. And you have expressed yourself very well. You have a multi-dimensional capabilities. You related to your past, that's a school, teacher, everything. The reason behind that is we remember teachers because teachers bring transformation in our lives. That is the reason we remember teachers very well. That's a wonderful point that you have stressed. That is a very, very important point to grab the attention of the people or the audience as a whole. Now, coming to the future aspects of yours, you have very clearly articulated very well. Told about your future goals also. That itself makes to understand what sort of a person you are. Icebreaker is only to tell what we are. We are introducing ourselves to the audience of Toastmasters as such. That way you have done a wonderful job. When it comes to the question of where you can work on, you could have taken a real life experience, taking whole life in one or two incidences, so that will impress, or your expression will be much more better had you taken one real life example or the incident. That really makes your speech much more expressive. Coming to the challenges that you need to face or improve upon, you need to work on your effective modulation, which really adds for your better expression. And you have got a wonderful belief. The way in which you took entire things gives an evaluator feel that you are very much confident and belief. The only thing is the bandwidth of belief should enhance or increase in due course of time whenever you give better speeches. This way, being the first icebreaker, I really congratulate you for having taken a first step and done a wonderful job. I wish you very best of luck in all our endeavors as far as the Toastmasters journey is concerned. Good luck to you. Back to you, GE of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra sir. I think I was very much impressed with both the speakers what we have today. I am very proud to say that we are attracting so good talents to our club. I think our average education is, I think, is not the graduation. It has gone up to perhaps masters. Think we have a lot of people who have completed their masters are coming to the club, and one thing I could relate to Toastmaster Rasmi's speech, that the same plight I also faced during the group discussion, and the same thing what I could relate to Saranya Mruti, being a student of regional language, how it feels very uncomfortable to speak in front of people in English, because it does not come to us naturally. But what I have believed always, that if you have content, people will listen to you. It is only the matter of speaking, but the content rules the audience. If you have really nice, engaging content, people will listen, irrespective of your kind of delivery. But if you improve on delivery, then it is good. Why I say, if you see the fans today, it comes with an advertisement that it kills bacteria. In my stretch of imagination, I cannot think of a ceiling fan which kills bacteria by rotating, and bacteria gets colliding on the fan and it dies. In no possible science it can be done. So it is something that you have to have something so that people will get attracted. It is that is why we learn here the delivery part. I think all the best to the speakers. I congratulate you for completing the first step, and I admire your courage to come forward and refine yourselves. So being at the I mean, you have done something in your life, and you are at the very good pedestal in your professional lives, and you have come forward to improve yourselves. I am sure that we will learn a lot from both of you, and please give speeches and educate us, and we will also help you to realize your dreams. Now the general evaluation is done. We'll only the chit chat and do what we have to do. We have started 6:19, the business session, 2 speech slots booked, MC also booked. Very good sign. I think Sai Snehal is not going to ask me to do something. And the meeting, the talk before meeting, I think it makes more personal to the session. Otherwise it becomes very mechanical. The networking session, or if we can join at 5:45 and chit chat for 15-20 minutes and then start the meeting, I think it will be more friendly and more of Mekon, as if we were meeting earlier days. Sergeant at Arms Sanjana, I have seen Sanjana doing very well, and she is a very good, confident speaker. And as a sergeant at arms, today she brought out Amar Chitrakatha, Tenali Rama. I think those are the incidents which bring us back to the session. If you tell something from which all of us can relate. You had a very small speech, but very good contents. Avoid chaos around us. Look forward the platforms from where we can get entertainment, and we can stay away from the negativity currently prevailing throughout the nation and the world as per se. You had a good trailer of the session and a good introduction to the president of the club. I think this is what a sergeant at arms job, and you have done very well. And I would like to give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Sanjana. Toastmaster Udant, the president, he spoke for 6 minutes, more than 6 minutes. I think it was very good. He gave how a humor as a personal character, and how all of us feel that very good about someone who is very humorous and they make us laugh. You gave 2 personal anecdotes, how the 15 scoops of ice cream had only small little throat pain, and how the COVID incidents. I have also the similar real life experience. I had done some exercise long back. Normally I go for walks. I keep it very simple, walk, jog or something like that. Once I did some push up and pull up and everything. So I had pain somewhere here, and it continued for a long time, maybe 1 month or 2 months. Then once I was very worried, and I thought I should treat it itself before it gets very bad situation. I went to our Dr. Raju. Mr. Bhatt and Prabhakara sir can relate. We have one Dr. Raju in our office. He comes only for 11 to 1 o'clock. He has 2 hours time in office. So I went to him. He is a very funny man. First interaction goes like this. I tell him, sir, I have pain somewhere. When I touch, it pains. What fellow, why are you touching? So it is something like that. And so he told, you don't need to take any medication, just take bath in hot water and it will go away. So perhaps that was the lightest, I mean, the humor kind of thing which helped me, which released the tension, because I was worried what is happening inside the body. So humor, yes, it plays a very good role, and it releases the tension in front of whether it is a doctor's consultation room or a board meeting. Everywhere the humor releases the tension. I think it brings everyone into the same platform. Then we will move to table topic master Sasikant. Sasikant is always I feel he has a very humorous Sasikant inside. I request him to explore more on that, and give more speeches, prepare well. I am sure that he will give a lot of entertaining speeches to us if he can come out and go full-fledged Sasikant Avigari. The table topic session, the topics were well chosen, well thought of, I would say. He knew the audience, and the topics were given to the audience. The impromptu, he gave the introduction to the impromptu session, and a couple of things what we had been following in our regular sessions, that we share screen so that everyone can read that easily. Sasikant, I think that could have been better instead of repeating the topics. Otherwise, the topics I thought of very innovative and interesting, like the one, the Apple versus Doctor to Toastmaster Arundhati. A good play, a good thing. the empty vessel topic to DTM A.K. Prabhakara. I think he made a very good twist to that topic, and he only perhaps knows how to make the noise from empty vessel to a music. He takes all the topics and speaks very well. DTM Amitav has certainly found some way to spend $1 million US. I would have kind of brain faded if I would have received that $1 million. Sai, his theory is in place. He has a strong foundation in theory. I think he only needs implementation of the knowledge what he has. Bhatt Sahab, anyway, I don't know who will be the rudest animal. I don't know, but if you see the humorous member of our club, M.U. Bhatt Sahab will inevitably win that competition without any hard work. He brings him a natural humor to the club. Ujjwal, I think Prakash sir is looking at the right way of getting the money back, what he is investing. When he did not respond, he personally told Ujjwal, this topic is for you. He is ensuring that he gets return what he invests on his son. I think this father-son duo is doing a lot of work for the club, and special applause for the Ritik is a new member. I think he took the impromptu session to his heart. Even though he did not have any workplace, he related it to the college. I think that was a very good point. I see potential in Ritik Agarwal to do some better job in the club. I request him to come forward and give speeches, icebreaker at the earliest. So this is all. I have only the MC of the day left. In spite of his regular job and responsibilities, I always admire Toastmaster Prakash, how the way he comes forward, his enthusiasm to take up roles, not only in the club, in the area level, all the competitions, all the trainings. He comes forward and he gives he has his presence in everywhere. I think that is very good sign. As MC, a few years back, what happened, one of the MCs who were introducing this icebreaker speeches very smartly, because he had not prepared, he very smartly told, this introduction will be given by the speaker himself. This is the speaker's introduction. I think that trend has forwarded. Theoretically, each speaker has to have an introduction. That only helps the audience to respect the speaker. If I do not know Rashmi is a Master of Science or a Saranya is associate professor in Christ University, I would not give any interest to listen to them. If their qualification, their achievements are placed in a proper introduction, then it creates the energy or the anxiety to listen to the speaker. I think that was done very well with by Toastmaster Prakash. He had very humorous introductions to the speakers. The theme itself is very difficult. Public speaking is very difficult, no doubt, 100 on 100. But again, if you want to explore humor in public speaking, it gets to the difficulty level to the next orbit. It becomes very difficult. People hesitate to come out of their comfort zone, first to public speak, and again you have to break the outer layer of comfort zone if you want to try the humor. I think that was very good theme for the today, and Prakash sir has done very well during this session. All this summary, I enjoyed the meeting very much, even though we are having chaos outside. I think this 2 hours was well spent. I request all the speakers all the members to come forward, give speeches, let us interact, let us see what we are all doing in our lives. So this is all. Thank you, Sai, for giving me the job of general evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjeev, for such a wonderful and insightful evaluations. Finally, I would like to end up with a small fact. A stupid person laughs 3 times at a joke. Once when everyone else is laughing. A second time when he actually gets the joke. And a third time when he realizes he was laughing without getting the joke at first. So let us not be a stupid persons. Now, I would like to hand back the charge to the president.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prakash, for having such a wonderful and a smiling session. And thanks for Sandeep and Shashikant also to have generated so many laughters in their particular areas and making this a fun-filled session. So recently we had seen AK Prabhakara forming a new word, TAPG team, and today we have our VPE sending out the message to me forming a new word. So eventually you'll get to know what that new word is. So coming to the winners, we are all set to reveal the set winners of today. Yes, the set winners: speaker, evaluator, and table topic winners. So this is what VPE Sai Singh has told me over the chat when he was telling me the results of today. The set winner speaker goes to Toastmaster Sharanya. The evaluator goes to Toastmaster Vijay Upendra, and the table topic goes to the evergreen smiling hero of our club, DTM AK Prabhakara. With that note, I would like to end this meeting on a simple and a small quote. A good laugh heals a lot of hurts. A good laugh is a sunshine in the house, and a smile is the one thing which make everything straight. With that note, yes, AK Prabhakara, sir. Sir, you're on mute.
Feedback. I have given, but we have to build that as a culture. So we have to build a culture. We have to repeatedly ensure that it is done. In order to develop that myself, what I have done is at the start of the meeting, I have logged into Toastmaster International website and went to the base camp. And when certain roles are there, when I had some time spaces, I have entered my feedback. It is not that I'm holding a mirror, but I'm practicing whatever I'm telling. That's what I want to impress upon the members. It is a good practice to do it.
So with that, I request everyone to take your 5 minutes time after this meeting, go give your feedbacks to the speakers, evaluators, and all the role takers in today's meeting, and help us improve the membership strength by giving your feedback and helping ourselves. So with that note, I close meeting number 1107. See you all next meeting. Can we have,
please stay back. Yeah.
Can we everyone turn on your video for a group photo?
Yeah. Just a minute. Okay.
Ritik, can you turn on your video?
Ritik, please. Yeah, thank you.
Both the speakers' icebreaker speech was excellent. Please, the more you do, the better you become. And,
Thank you.
It's a matter of practice. It's a number of times that you speak that brings the improvement. Go to the base camp, get the tutorials right, take an assessment before and after, get familiar with the base camp. If you have a problem, talk to others. And it's a mutually supportive ambience, and you will be better by taking part more and more. And be proactive. You can be climbing up the leadership ladder.
I have concluded general evaluation. I knew that the master general evaluator of our club will give his feedback.
No. My point